where sports take center stage. Four voices rise above the noise. Welcome to the Unfiltered Sports Podcast, where raw meets real, honesty has no off-season, and nothing gets sugar-coated. Hosted by Todd, Matty, Dominick, and Randy. It's your weekly dose of unapologetic truth, gut-busting comedy, and hard-hitting analysis. From recaps to pick'ems, no filters, no excuses, just sports the way it was meant to be. This is the Unfiltered Sports Podcast.
Hey, welcome into another great episode of the NFL the weekly recap of football games and also the preview and prediction show. So if you're into all of that, stay tuned. There's a lot of football to be talked. The World Series Game 4 just ended. Series tied now at 2. We'll get not into that, but we're going to talk all football things tonight. I am Todd Fox, your host, along with, to my right, the one, the only, Matty Matt.
What's up, everybody? Hope you guys had a great weekend. I know I did. Well, kind of.
Yes, sir. He had a good game of softball, too. To his right, another good player out there. Got a Golden Glove Award as well. Dominick Lorenz. How you doing, my friend?
What's up? Bouncing back after the Catella Chronicles Golden Bicycle Awards last night here on the channel. Now we get to do football. Great night last night. We're going to combination of everything here tonight and make it a good show.
Yes, sir. And to his right, the producer to the stars, the always working in some capacity, Randy Yaws.
Yeah, baby, my Colts are 7-1. How bad? Woo!
We'll get to
cold. You're
we'll
cold.
Get to you. We'll get to Randy in a minute there because he had some questionable predictions. And so with that being
I'm
said,
fucking taking it serious this week, fellas. Now.
Before we get into the recaps, because there's a lot to talk about in this week's episode, let's fire it up, Randy, and let the fans know who got the wins for the week. Who can brag between the fans?
Absolutely. Kicking it off with the viewers. In first place, back-to-back Jacks. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Omar Al-Qatar. I probably got his name wrong. Again, my bad. He went 10-3 in second place. Now we got a plethora of 9-4. These are all tiebreakers here, ladies and gentlemen. So in second place, Matt TVA. Third place, Eric Ward. Fourth place, our boy Rob Aborto. Fifth place is Coach Mateo, and coming up the butthole in sixth place, the toilet bowl dweller, Mr. Mario Libido at 8-5. Ladies and gentlemen, as we move on to the host division, in first place, can you believe it? The one-star rated Matty Matt coming in at first place at 10-3. Todd Fox getting knocked down there in second place. Tiebreakers, obviously, at 10-3, and the Dominator just finding third place quite a bit this season. How about it? At 9-4, and yeah, back-to-back weeks coming up to 5-8, and that's yours truly. Then, as we move over to the overall standings in the viewers division, Coach Mateo holding on to that lead, and boy, let me tell you, it's fucking slim now. 83-36, second place, and he's creeping up. He may take it this week, folks. Omar Al-Qatar at 83-37. The reason there's a little difference there is Coach Mateo forgot a game earlier in the season. You dummy. In third place is Matt TVA at 77-43. Fourth place is Eric Ward at 76-44. And Mario moving down a couple of spots to fifth place, 76-44. And Rob, who had a pretty bad week where he missed some like 5 or 6 games, he's making a hell of a comeback. He's 74-41 now. As we move over to the host division, overall, Todd holding on to that lead. And boy, let me tell you, he's holding on to it by them toes, baby. 80-40. Dominick in second place at 79-41. Yours truly, and boy, did I fuck some shit up this week by not taking shit serious. I put Matty in the mix, and I mean right back in the fucking mix for third place. And I got a 70-50 record, and Matty Matt with a hell of a week this week, now at 67-53 down in the toilet bowl. Back to you, Toddy.
Thank you, sir. Producer to the stars. Those are the updated stats right now. It is close, and the viewers are actually beating us, so we got to catch up with the viewers. So
we suck.
So with that being said, welcome in everybody in the chat right there. We're seeing the messages scroll up on the right side. Let's talk some football, shall we, boys? And the first game was played on Thursday, and I'll give a quick synopsis of the game. You guys give me your thoughts. Chargers hosting the Vikings in this one right there from SoFi Stadium. You had Justin Herbert having probably one of the best games of the season, 18 of 25, 227, 3 touchdowns, no picks. Vidal had 117 yards rushing. Big questions in this one was why wasn't McCarthy starting number one with what's his name, Wentz really beat up, and he will go in for surgery. So now, whether the coach likes it or not, McCarthy is the man. Thoughts on this one? Take it away, fellas. Vikings get hammered by 27 at SoFi.
I'm just going to be honest, man. The Vikings weren't who we thought they were, and they are definitely missing Sam Darnold, man, because they look bad. Carson Wentz had a horrible game. Matter of fact, he's done for the season. So McCarthy's going to definitely get his opportunity now, and they're going to need it. At this point, you know what? You're still not out of it, but you're kind of out of it.
Bro, I feel like if you got a healthy fucking young quarterback ready to go, and you make a decision to continue with Wentz, that's fireable offense, in my opinion.
Yeah.
You know, I think with Minnesota, again, I think this week proved, and we'll get into it through all these recaps, that there's about 4 or 5 teams that are like, who the fuck are they? They are absolutely bipolar, and Minnesota is in that category. I can see 100%. From one side of the coin where Coach O'Connell's like, okay, Carson Wentz, we've played better. We've moved the ball better with him at quarterback over J.J. McCarthy. But at the same time, on a short week, after getting roughed up the week before against the Eagles, was that the best game plan you could go for? I'm putting Carson Wentz in there? Absolutely not. I was the only one. I was on the island last week that picked Minnesota again. Maybe I was assuming under the mirage of Carson Wentz. Again, veteran, short week, getting and moving that ball to Justin Jefferson and Jordan Addison. He had those weapons. They got Jones back as their starting running back, and it meant nothing. The Chargers put it on them. That is definitely the Vikings is where I went wrong this week here, folks. That was one big one.
Okay, yeah, that just reminded me where we went right and where we went wrong. Matt, where did you go right and wrong?
Well, I went right by picking the Broncos against my Cowboys because I just knew we wasn't going to beat the Broncos, and Jesus, was I right about that. Where I was wrong, I picked the Niners to lose, I believe. No, I think I picked the Niners to win. I'm sorry, and they lost.
Yeah,
that's where I went wrong. I thought the Niners were going to win that game, but they ended up losing. So I was wrong on that one.
Well, Dominic, you gave the Vikings as a team you picked. That was your wrong. What was your right?
The biggest right, I guess, and I'm looking through the scores. It's probably the safest picks that we had is the dominating effort off the bye week by the Buffalo Bills. Just crushing Carolina on the road. Josh Allen. I don't want to say they look reborn because they never went anywhere, but definitely the Buffalo Bills. Yeah, what guy picked the Panthers?
I don't know.
Who picked the unders and the upsets in Vegas?
Who took 5 free losses? Which one of those do you want to pick?
Yeah, y'all welcome, motherfuckers.
Hey, Randy was inspired last week.
When I rewatched the episode since I've been off the last 2 weeks.
Jerry Jones.
And I rewatched it. I rewatched it on a Saturday night at like 1 a.m. in the morning. I laughed my butt off watching Matty and Todd's reaction every time Randy would set it up. I'm like, and I'm writing down the picks as I normally do, and I'm like, This motherfucker's for real.
Yeah.
This bitch.
Like this motherfucker's got so many freaking green circles. Wrong.
He was on that loud pack last week. That's for sure.
Oh shit. I really thought I could catch lightning in the bottom. Like, man, watch me. But we can get some upset picks, man. I didn't have to have all of them, man. But fuck, if I could have got like 3 of them bitches. Fuck.
You were either going to be the smartest man in the world or the obvious loser for this week. And,
well, we saw that.
You weren't the smartest.
Back week buttholes, man.
Absolutely. Where were you right, Randy?
Well, hold on. Where I was wrong, hold on. Falcons, Browns, Giants, Bears, Panthers, Niners, Saints.
Oh, my.
Yeah. Where I was right. Jets, baby.
He did get that one.
And my Colts.
We'll talk about that. And that'll take us over here to our next game, by the way. And this is where I was wrong. I think a lot of us were wrong right here, except Randy. The Falcons took on the Dolphins. They were hosting them. I think a certain somebody, the host of this show, said the Falcons play good at home. And that didn't exactly pay off. Tua Tagovailoa looked good for once this year. Yeah, going 20 of 26, 205, 4 touchdowns, no picks. Waddled into the end zone for a touchdown. This game was over at halftime. It was pretty much 3/4 of the way empty by the time fourth quarter came around. Shocked, guys, or not really?
Well, bro, who the fuck are the Falcons?
Yes, this is team number 2. Who in the hell are the Falcons? Like a huge win against Buffalo on Monday night.
It's not a total oh, what the fuck, Randy? You picked the Falcons against the Dolphins. Like, they completely did not show the fuck up, dude.
Yeah.
I mean,
they barely
1 week Falcons.
Yeah, they barely competed against the 49ers the week prior on Sunday Night Football and then drop a dookie against Miami, who was already in shambles. Like, this team, I get it. Kirk Cousins was the starting quarterback. And they had no Drake London, which is a huge target share.
Carolina 30-0.
30-0. It's either they win or they lose.
Dominate, I think.
Yeah. So no, I have no faith in Minnesota. I have no faith in Atlanta. Next up for bid.
Matt?
Hey, man, shock. Beyond shock. I thought Miami season was done. They were cooked. And I thought after this loss, no more the head coach for the but you know what? They snapped out of it. Tua had a great game, 4 touchdowns, over 200 yards. And, man, I don't know, man. The Falcons are horrible. And, well, they're not horrible. You just don't know who they are. But Kirk Cousins, man, he picked the worst day.
I've never been a Raheem Morris fan. He's never been that great of a fucking coach to be getting the head coach stints he's getting, dude.
I will say one thing about this game. This was Kirk Cousins' audition to be traded, and he fucked it up. He was bad.
He was bad.
I get it. I said,
fuck it, I'm just gonna ride the bench and make $100 million.
Yeah.
You don't have Drake London as your top target guy. I get it, but you underutilize it. Maybe this isn't on Kirk Cousins on the offensive scheme. Where the fuck was Bijan Robinson?
Right? Yeah.
You had the top 5 running back. You're telling me you didn't
coaching?
Like against the Dolphins who give up running game a palooza.
Well, I will say this.
Bro,
they did have a big lead.
I'm firing Raheem Morris.
Well, I'm just saying, because Miami had a big lead, you know they're going to go throwing. So,
well, of course, but just from the early onset, it was like Bijan needed a week off. It was a free bye week. It made no sense. No, especially with Drake London out, made no sense.
And you guys were saying, the defense didn't show up whatsoever. They let that Dolphins team do whatever the hell they wanted to. Now we're going to switch gears. Yeah. Now we're going to switch gears to the Jets.
Oh, Lord.
Go into Cincinnati. They are winless no more. The Jets went in there at 2 times in this game. We're down double digits. And
we're going 9-7, baby.
Both times coming back. And I will say this, Randy, before I let you talk about this game first, because that's your team. Yeah. Man, look, the analytics, bro. I don't like the analytics when they say they're down like 14. They go for 2. It hardly ever works. This time it worked, and it worked to perfection. And were you clenching your butt cheeks on that Breece Hall throw at the end of the game?
I didn't watch the game. I was running errands and getting my hair cut.
Oh my God.
Understandable.
So the moment,
But I watched the highlights. No, I mean it was. I was like, fuck. I was at one point, I knew what had happened, and I was kind of getting selfish. I was like, please be down like 38-16. I want to see that comeback. Well, it wasn't quite what I wanted. I was like, fuck you guys.
Look, they scored 23 in that fourth quarter, which I don't
Yeah.
think, how many games
They
does it
did a
take them
good
to score
job.
23 total?
But
Yeah.
you know
Yeah.
what? That's typical Justin Fields time right there. Fourth quarter, you're fucking down. You're just lucky the fucking Bengals just gave up on scoring, I guess.
Dominic?
Trust me, this is a masterclass, and Randy will laugh and appreciate this one. This game was a masterclass of how to fuck up getting the number 1 pick. This is a masterclass
I told
of
you
how
I
to
was
do
gonna
it.
do it.
Yeah,
You did say it.
and again, and I think looking
I
again,
know come this early.
Todd,
though.
Matty, and myself, we picked the Bengals, and their offense looks fine. Jamar
Yeah.
Chase,
Mhm.
T. Higgins, Chase Brown had a big game. Joe Flacco looked serviceable once again. We say it year in and year out. This Bengals defense is bad.
So did the
Mhm.
Not
Jets
as bad as
defense.
my team.
It's bad. So to me, do you put Cincinnati in that conversation of who the fuck are they? You maybe could have
No,
a case, but again, they
they're
don't
pretty
have their
shitty.
quarterback, and they've never really had a defense. So I'm going to give them a pass. I think it's just
I'm gonna give him a pass.
the Jets wanted this game more at the end.
Well, I don't know because they got no offensive line, dude. And Joe Burrow, that's kind of the reason why Joe Burrow's fucking on the sidelines.
But I think we've known. I think even when Joe Burrow went down, we knew it's
Yeah, we
because
knew that.
like we knew everything. So when they beat Pittsburgh on Thursday night a couple weeks ago, that was like, oh damn, they're still kind of serious. This week they lose to the Jets, so it's almost like you lost one you should have won, and you won a game you shouldn't have won. So it kind of canceled each other out. At the end of the day, that division with Pittsburgh losing is now semi-wide open. So if Cincinnati had won this game, it would have made the AFC North a little interesting.
That's
But
true.
here we are.
What do you got, Matt?
Real quick, I honestly, I'm with you, Dom. I don't think the Bengals are a team where we were looking at them as like a pathetic team. We already know what their deficiencies are, and that's defense and the O-line. So
sir.
offensively, they're really good. They're like Cowboys, horrible defense. But I honestly think the Jets was playing with a chip on their shoulder, and they were playing with heavy hearts too, because they got the news of what happened that morning,
I knew
and
I
all of the Jets Nation, and I know Randy, it hits you too. Their legend Mangold. You could talk on it, Randy. They lost their legend, and I think that's probably why that motivated them to get a win, because I don't think they're going to win again. But they were playing with heavy hearts.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah. So, you want to elaborate on that one, Randy?
Nah, man, I'll start crying, bro.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, legend Nick Mangold, 41 years old, passed away. So yeah, you're right. And to switch gears, I will say to Dominick's point, man, if you looked at the fans once the Jets got the 2-point conversion and they sealed the deal at the end, Bengal fans, man, it looked like they lost a playoff game, because I think they all assume Green Bay is going to win later on. And if we win this game, like Dominic said, they're right back in the mix. And they just, they took 2 steps forward last week and it took 2 steps backwards this week. So
They would have been, with the Cincinnati win, they would have been 4. They would have been 4-5. Pittsburgh's 4-3. So it would have been a game and a half out of first.
yeah,
Still, that's still plausible.
that would have, that would have really tightened things up.
I agree.
So now let's move on to a game where the defensive player of the week is on a team that lost by nearly 20 points on this one. Which was weird. Browns versus Patriots. You had what's his name again? The
Myles Garrett.
Yeah, Myles Garrett get 5 sacks. So not since Derek Thomas got 8 sacks against Seattle back in the day in a loss. Last second loss to my Seahawks. The Browns, Myles Garrett gets 5 sacks in a game where the Patriots dominated, especially Drake May, 18-24, 282, 3 touchdowns. Every time this dude plays, he just seems to take it up a notch. And I'm beginning to think this year, yeah, they'll make the playoffs. But, man, next year with some free agent moves, Vrabel's going to have this team looking scary.
Yep.
Hey,
because this ain't the Belichick Patriots, man. They might hit some free agencies now.
Yep.
Hey, and we got to give Randy a shout out because he was the only one in the preseason that said the Patriots were going to be really good this year. So I'll give you your credit.
Vrabel's a coach. Like, he turns fucking boys into men, dude.
Yep. It happens quickly.
Look, and I think Drake, man, and I like Drake May coming out of that draft. Him and Jaden Daniels were my two favorite quarterbacks coming out of that draft. Yep. I just had a feeling they were going to be the best of that, and they really are.
Well, he's looking like a for sure superstar.
If there was a sophomore award in the NFL, Drake May would win it in a heartbeat. I think he and Mike Vrabel are on the same pace.
Yeah,
he's just a fluid fucking quarterback, man.
He has a smart IQ. He's decisive. He's not indecisive. He is decisive. I think where New England can really up their game, even though they traded 2 defensive players today, one to Pittsburgh and one to San Francisco, low-level players, nothing dramatic. I think if you can get New England a bona fide running back, I know they drafted Henderson and they're probably going to give him some opportunity.
Brees Hall's a free agent.
I think if you give a bona fide running back a deal, get another wide receiver for Drake May because Stephon Diggs is getting a little older. That defense is looking pretty good, better than it has been the last couple of years. Vrabel, I think, but everybody talks about, when's the Chiefs window closing? When's the Niners window closing? When's Buffalo's window closing in the sense of they've been AFC title game, they've won the division, they haven't made it to the dance of the Super Bowl.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Is New England going to cut their feet short?
Mm-hmm.
Is it going to cut short? Because Buffalo and New England still have one more head-to-head matchup together in New England. If New England wins that one, that might be the division. I'm just saying.
Damn. Patriots are back, man.
It is. Scary.
Patriots are definitely back.
Yeah, that team looks good. It looks like their window may just be starting to open. So we'll see what happens there. The Patriots had ruled that division with an iron fist for a long time, and they're trying to reclaim what they lost. So big win there for New England as they stay ahead of Buffalo there in first place. That moves us on to a game where, man, you could feel the wind fall out of the sails in New York. The Giants facing off against their arch rivals, the Eagles, and the Giants gets a huge blow in this one. There's 2 things I want to talk about first and get your thoughts. Number one, what does this do for the Giants moving forward? Can Dart continue to ascend as a rookie without Scatterboo? Because that ankle looked terrible, fellas. Thoughts on Scatterboo going down, what that means for the Giants, and then I got a follow-up question.
Well, that's definitely gonna be tough for a rookie quarterback to deal with, man. And you know what? Like I said, I was fucking around last week trying to catch some lightning in a bottle on some upset picks, but the real truth is I said this a few weeks ago going into New Orleans. Even as bad as New Orleans is this year, and they lost, and the Giants lost that game, is with a rookie quarterback. There's some tough places to play on the road, and New Orleans is one of them. Denver was one of them, and fucking Philadelphia is definitely one of them, dude.
Yep.
So, depending on how long Scatterboo's going to be gone, dude, that's going to be fucking tough, dude, because a rookie quarterback, dude, I mean, I tell you right now, who the defenses are.
Yeah. They're going to be chomping at the bit. This is watching Scatterboo get his ankle screwed up was PTSD, knowing what happened the week before for the Niners and Fred Warner. That ankle is becoming the new ACL injury. You're seeing it every year on a consistent basis. And that's kind of a heartbeat of that Giants offense. Scatterboo coming on in and taking the RB job. And he was thriving the last 5 weeks, dominating opposing defenses. So that's going to be a gut punch. They already lost Malik Neighbors. So you lost 2/3 of your offense within the first half of the season. I don't see the Giants coming back from the Giants, I think we all agreed to a certain extent that the Giants were going in the right direction with Dart, with Neighbors, with Scatterboo, but they could never play together due to injury. So is this the end of Brian Dable in New York? Is his final year injury base and they just move on and figure it out next year? Or do they keep Dable around and hope to catch lightning in a bottle when everybody's healthy? That's going to be the question. And I think the rest of this season is pretty much the audition and the maturation process of Jackson Dart. What can he be like without his stars? And if he still performs, then when he gets his stars back, he's going to be even better.
Yeah.
Yeah. Scatterboo was definitely the heart of that team, man. He was playing like a dog. And to have him get injured like that and a gruesome injury, that was pretty rough. And like you said, Dom, they lost already Malik Neighbors earlier this season. Your offense is pretty much shot right there. So I think it's going to be rebuild mode. So, Jackson Dart was having a great season. And if he can pull this off and win a few games, especially some close game, and be the spoiler, because they're definitely not making a playoff, but he can definitely spoil a few teams, then kudos to him. But it's going to be really tough moving forward without your heart and soul of the offense.
Yeah.
But I will say this, though. Philly did look good. And Saquon, obviously, he loves destroying his old team. He looked good, too, until he got that groin injury.
They looked better. Clearly, offense looked more cohesive without A.J. Brown.
Yeah, and here's the thing, too. The Eagles did get 150 yards from Saquon Barkley. And that's the second question I want to ask you guys. Is the Eagles, they did their thing. But one thing that got me upset, and I just want a short answer on this if I could from you guys. No. Is it a yay or a nay that the NFL is going to take away the tush push? Because I'm getting a little sick and tired of that. Sometimes it's like, okay, because in that game that was so egregious, I wasn't rooting for either team, but the Giants stripped Hurts of the ball when he was clearly continuing to move, was not down. There was no whistle blown at all.
Yep.
However, the coaches or the referees said the play's blown dead, forward progress. But I know for a fact if he kept moving, there would be no forward progress. You know what I'm saying? So there's too many problems with that particular play. Am I right or wrong?
I mean, I play, it's a easy play. It's kind of like the hack a Shaq. It's coming. And I feel like, can you really take it out of the game? Can you really ban it? It's a legal play. Anyone can do it.
I think after having the conversations last offseason about it, and the NFL will probably take it into deeper consideration this year, I think they're either going to get rid of it or kind of like the kickoff rule, they're going to make stipulations about it. You can't have it look like, how it almost looks like a victory formation with two guys to the left and right of the quarterback, and it's kind of a push. I think you're not going to be able to have anybody near them. And you have to have some sort of a normal looking formation where the quarterback's under center and kind of a quarterback sneak. And you can't push your quarterback. Like, you can't be right near him and push him immediately. Like, there's going to be some questions. Again, I don't know what the perfect remedy is. I'm not for it or against it.
One per quarter.
Yeah, maybe one per quarter. I think I'm for it if it works for me, and I'm against it if it works against me. I think like anything else, but I have a feeling they're going to try to do with it like the kickoffs, put some stipulations on it. It's not going to work out, and they're going to end up getting rid of it in a few years.
I don't understand why, like Matty says, I don't understand why nobody else does it. Why is Philadelphia the only team that does it?
Well, they're the only team that does it well and doesn't get penalized. That's for sure.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Well,
all right.
How does any other team know if they do it well? They don't fucking even try.
Don't even do it.
I feel like there's some teams with some fucking stacked running backs and some decent offensive linemen that can do that too. And it's like, what the fuck, man?
All I know.
I mean, Teamwork 20 does make a good point. If you're gonna take away the tush push, take away the QB sneak. It's basically a different version of the QB sneak.
That's not true.
It is a different version of it, though.
No, yeah, but see, here's the thing, though. In the quarterback sneak traditional football, there used to be in the 80s, you could not push a guy from behind. And the way they do it now with the tush push is they literally have two guys standing right next to the quarterback, plus the running back rushes and pushes. The offensive line goes down before the defensive line can get down. So they all get pushed, and there's no way to stop it. So, like, I'm under the impression that 90% or 99% of the tush pushes work. But if you were to take away the tush push and do traditional, like, hey, you got to fight for that yard, whether it's a traditional quarterback sneak or a handoff to the fullback, running back, whatever, I think the Eagles' percentage of getting those first downs drops down to about 70%. And that makes a huge difference. Because how many times does it seem like the Eagles are in a 4th and 1, 3rd and 1 situation? Yeah.
I mean, I'm sorry. I can't fucking feel sorry for the shit about all the eliminated. No. Why don't y'all fucking try it? If it's so fucking successful, everybody fucking do it, and then we won't have a fucking problem. If it's so fucking successful, why doesn't anybody fucking do it? It blows my mind, dude. But we're all not gonna fucking try it. One team's gonna fucking do it, and then we're all gonna go.
And that's where I say the NFL
I've ever fucking heard, dude.
And that's why I feel the NFL is going to step in, put stipulations on it. And it's
they're
basically
going to step in because one team does it and nobody else does it.
Yep, they're going to step in. They're going to alter it. And basically by altering it, it's essentially going to phase it out because it won't work. It won't work. And people and coaches are going to take it out of the playbook and it will become a thing of the past. Not because they're going to say, final decision, it's gone.
They're making something criminal that has no fucking need for it to be.
Well, see,
they're making a criminal because 99% of the rest of the fucking league's too much of a pussy to try it.
No, but see, I'll agree with some of what you're saying, but I'll disagree because to me, it feels like a Kansas City Chiefs situation. I think we're all in agreement that the Chiefs get way too many calls. Right. And that's something that needs to and has been addressed. But for whatever reason, they still get, whenever Cricket goes, come on, and he gets a flag, the Eagles, listen, if they weren't false starting a lot of the last few times they've been doing the tush push, I'd be right there with you, Randy. They're lining up. Stop it. But if the refs are actually calling a false start, if they're not saying, hey, his forward's progress wasn't stopped, we didn't blow the whistle, we blew that call on further review. If they fix their mistakes on the tush push, I'd have no problem with it, Randy, because you're right. It's there. It's not beating the rules. But my problem
need to learn it better.
Yes, my problem is with the officials.
So what you're saying is the officials will kind of pick cherry pick on who, like, that's offsides or false start. Oh no, they got the touchdown. Okay, I see what you're saying.
9 times out of 10, I feel the tush push is a judgment call by the linesman.
But until then, hey, the rest of the league, fucking suit up and boot up and fucking give it a shot.
And I agree with you on that.
That is a problem that is a commissioner's fault. The commissioner's got to fix that shit.
Yep.
All right, so now we're going to talk about a game that I'm sure we won't spend too much time on it, but it was Buffalo into Carolina, which this was a blowout from the start. Andy Dalton got the start, and Andy Dalton got the start. That's all you need to know. The Bills ran on them, and they beat them 40-9, fellas. Carolina.
Bryce Young starts this game. I win that pick. Guarantee.
Maybe. Bills ran. They passed. They did everything right, and the Panthers did nothing right and got spanked. They were trying for their 4th win in a row, so at least they got that. They're 4-4. The Bills improved to 5-2. What do you guys got in this one?
I mean, nothing much to say. The Bills just dominated. That's about it. And the Panthers got exposed. They had a lot of mediocre wins, even including against us, and then they got exposed. So I think they're back down to earth.
I think,
that secondary was really good in the early season, though.
Yeah, I think that's just Buffalo coming off of a bye week. They had 2 weeks to prep. They were ready for this game. I think Carolina, can they win 6 to 7 games, maybe 8 games this season? Who knows? Yeah. They can get sneaky. And for them, if Carolina wins 7 games, that's amazing. I thought they win 3 at max. So again, it's just David versus Goliath, and Josh Allen just did he spanked that ass. Come on.
He did. So now we're going to move to a game where, if you heard the commissioner, I bet you Mario's pissed off somewhere. The Bears lose to Baltimore in this game, and I got a couple questions. First off, the commissioner has already said that they are going to fine the Ravens for not disclosing the information on Lamar Jackson. The Bears, there's a part during the week where you have to disclose injury information. They did not. Everybody, including Vegas, was assuming that Lamar was going to get the start. I know one of the fantasy guys.
Oh, he didn't play?
No, one of the fantasy guys in my league.
I didn't watch any football on Sunday, guys. Not the morning games anyway.
No, he said basically, and here's the thing too. So not only did Lamar not start, you did not have the Cowboys' greatness. What's his name? The back
Cooper Rush.
Cooper Rush did not start. My question is, why would you start Cooper Rush the last couple of games and look absolutely ass when you had Huntley, who's been there for a while and has had some success there in Baltimore, and he came out and balled out against the Bears. And real quick, guys, what a disappointing game for Mr. Fingernails over there. This was a gimme game whether Huntley started or not. The Ravens have a bad defense. The Bears were supposed to roll in there and handle them.
The Bears are another what the fuck team. I'm sorry, Mario. We love you, buddy. But who the fuck are the Bears? They're in the same category. They're down and they go down and die in a game because they look absolutely dog water the last couple of weeks. Like inconsistent. Their defense isn't horrible, but Mario, I agree. Self-inflicted wounds for the Bears. DBs are out again. That defense, when it's on, can really be on. But you know who's been great for them and the most consistent player on the Bears is their running back Swift. They're feeding him and he's doing pretty well. But it makes, I don't know, they are a what the F team. Like you don't week to week. I don't know how to put them on the spectrum. No idea.
This team could have been 5-2, guys.
Did you say the spectrum?
Easily.
On the spectrum.
On the spectrum. I mean, the Bears haven't been playing that bad, you know, and Vegas had Baltimore winning, so they must have knew something.
Well, they thought. I guess they thought Lamar was playing.
Yeah, they did
probably. And Caleb Williams have been playing pretty good. I mean, he didn't have the greatest game last week. I mean, this past Sunday, but the last few games he's been playing pretty good, and he's pretty much been the reason why they've been winning too. I'll give him credit, but I don't know. The Bears just got caught up in the Ravens shabaco, I guess. I don't know, but they could have won that game. They could have won this game. It's just they pulled away late in the game. So I'm not gonna sit here and say the Bears are, you know, a mediocre team. I still think they're gonna do a lot better this year. They might win this next game, but they just got caught up. They just got caught up. Caught up. That's what
they won't finish in last.
Oh, hey, speaking of the devil himself, how you doing, Mario?
Yeah, the Bears lose 30-16 on the road, a game they should have won. And especially with the next couple games they got, fellas, they could have rolled in there, got a W. They go to Cincinnati after this. They're home against the Giants, and they're at Minnesota. So those are 3 games they could have really cleaned. They still can clean up, but this is one that got away. So they're still in the mix, though, at 4-3. Tough loss for them. Baltimore stays kind of breathing at this point. Now we're going to move over to Dom's favorite team, the 49ers and the Texans. And it's funny because Steve Elise's cousins were in attendance at this game.
Gross.
One was a Texan, one was a 49er fan, so they were having a good time.
How that worked?
I was in a barbershop full of fucking Niner
fans. Randy and I talked a lot on Sunday.
Oh, yeah. I was talking to you live from the barbershop, man.
But before I let my boy rant on this one, because they were the only NFC West team to be playing this week, the Niners take a tough loss to fall to 5-3.
Yep.
I guess all I got on this one is, man, time of possession, bro. Time of possession.
You know, every year I found a stat after the game that this is the 5th consecutive season in a row where the Niners in mid to late October fall into a trap game and lose. 5 years ago, they lost to the Dolphins, 3rd-string quarterback. They lost to Kansas City last year and lost Brandon Ayuk to the ACL injury. There's always one October game that makes absolutely no effing sense. And this was one of those games. I said it at the end of the first quarter. I think, Randy, I texted you. I said, we're done. We're losing. It's only
after the first quarter.
We're done.
They were down like, what, 14-6, I think?
Yeah, they were down
Dom,
17.
you know that's too early, man. Stop that.
No. You felt it in your bones, and for some reason, I don't know why, the Niners and 10 a.m. slot games on the West Coast do not match up. They lost to the Browns last year. They've lost too many times.
Why were you guys playing at 10 a.m. anyway?
In Houston?
I don't know. Usually that's a 1 o'clock game.
Yeah, I don't get why that could have been a 1 p.m. game.
And Randy last week said, maybe Vegas knows something of why Houston was a 1.5 favorite.
Mm-hmm.
Vegas. And that was after and that was after Nico Collins and Christian Kirk were called out for injury. So maybe Vegas knew something. But the time of possession,
I know.
41 minutes and 22 seconds for Houston to 18 minutes and 38 seconds for the 49ers. This game was 100%, or maybe, I'll go back, 95%. Defense just couldn't get off the field. And if you look at the defense, the Niners, I get it. Next man up mentality, and they've been pushing through as far as they can so far this year. 3 more defensive guys go out, 2 of them looking to be multi-week injuries, one being D. Winters, which is the backup to Fred Warner. We're now on our 5th string linebacker on the backup to the backup on the practice squad. I get it. I love the next man up mentality, and they are doing everything they can. But at a certain point, it hits hard, and you can only do so much. And the Niners defense, unfortunately, looked helpless. They only got off the field twice in this game. The end of the first half, interception, and late in the fourth quarter with like 3.5 minutes, they forced Houston to a 3-and-out, but the game was already over. The defense just could not get off the field. The offense, 14 plays in the first half. They were lucky to get a touchdown by George Kittle at the very end of that first half.
Yeah.
So it was a weird trap game. Even getting up and watching that first quarter, I'm just watching that whole first drive by the Texans. I'll give them credit. Methodical, short check down passes. They got their running game churning in the right direction. DeMeco Ryans, ex-Niner D coordinator, he knows that team inside and out. So the Houston Texans came prepared, especially after losing to the Seahawks the Monday night before. I
will say, leading up to that Kittle touchdown, brother, the Niners were starting to put a little something together. I thought maybe coming out of that second half that, hey, maybe we could play some football, but I just didn't. I
told my family, we were watching the game, and I said, if the Niners do not come out of the second half getting a touchdown, it's done. And then they almost get the pick 6 from Diamonor Lenore going into the half. Some people were saying he should have got out of bounds quickly because they could have set up an Eddie Pinheiro 59-yard field goal. When you're in the moment with 3 seconds left, I don't think you're thinking you're trying to get it to the house. Yeah. He was about 2 tackles away, but they go out to start the third quarter, go 3-and-out, and Houston just took the ball for 8 minutes and it was one of those gut punch games. And again, we're getting healthier on offense, defense, not so much. I still got faith, next man up mentality, but we all have to admit the next man up mentality can only hold up so much when you're on the 5th and 6th string guys. It's rough. Yeah. It's tough.
Well said, brother.
Yeah. So I will say at the end of the day, if I can pluck one big positive from this game from the 49ers, it's good to have George Kittle back. He makes a no look, his dick made a touchdown. Let's be real. He's draped between 2 defenders. He's got his hand there, and it falls into his lap. Mac Jones, even though he was 19 from 32 and he was pressured all game, he knew he still can sling the ball. Mac Jones can still sling the ball. He has single-handedly kept this Niners offense afloat without Brock Purdy.
Is Purdy coming back soon?
He was back limited in practice the last couple of days. I'm going to guess they have 3 games until the bye week. Giants, home against the Rams, at the Cardinals.
Who did you piss off to get a bye week in week fucking what?
With all 12? These injuries? Yeah, week 12. Again, I say this ever since 2017. We've pissed off the football god. Something is wrong. I do not know. 1-800 help us.
1-800 help.
But we're still faithful. Let's go, baby. Another week. Let's go.
A couple of things, Dom. I will say this. Your team didn't play that bad. Fairbairn, whatever, the kicker was the reason why you lost. He gave us 12 points just by field goals, man. You guys only gave up 2 touchdowns and you gave up 4 field goals. That's a recipe for a win. Offensively is where you struggled. Christian McCaffrey only had 8 carries and only 25 yards.
No, that was so dumb,
That
dude.
was what
It's like
come on
Atlanta
now.
with Bijan, dude. It's like, what the fuck are you guys thinking?
That
like,
defense
coaching staff's pretty smart.
Hey, that's where you
Pretty
messed
good.
up that right there, baby.
Yep, that defensive line for Houston balled out that game. And
They shut it down.
Our O-line is nothing to speak of. So, except for Trent Williams, Houston had their way on the line.
Yeah. I'll say this 2 things, man. I was watching the game with Steve Elise. She was upset, of course. And she was like, that we're getting outplayed. I'm like, yeah, but you're giving up field goals. You have an opportunity in the second half. And I think the Niners missed on a couple opportunities. And then by far, it was disgusting all day. I don't care what you guys say, but this is my personal opinion. I hate making everything a holiday. And I got fucking sick and tired of it.
National Tight End Day.
It was abused more than any other game in the Niner game when every time anyone did anything remotely as a tight end, hey, it's National Tight End Day. Hey. I was like, shut the fuck up. And then,
and that's why people should have betted on tight ends this week. And Todd,
absolutely.
I want to let you know next year. Well, the Niners started it 2 weeks ago when they beat the Falcons on Sunday night. The week before National Tight End Day, courtesy of George Kittle and Christian McCaffrey, it's National Running Backs Day.
It shouldn't be National Anything Day. Listen, if you want to say, hey, it's National Cancer Awareness, it's military, it's this and that, fine, so be it. There's no need in the game of football to celebrate a position when you celebrate a position or a player because of their touchdown or their accomplishments in the game.
Next week
is
National Cornerback Day. National Cornerback Day next week.
Hey, Todd.
The real National Tight End Day, hold on, Randy, would be as if they showed the best looking tight end from a cheerleader's perspective. That's not male. If they stick to females and show the best ass, I'd be like, yeah, that's my National Tight End Day.
Todd, you sound very very upset about that.
As the final celebratory on the Niners and the National Tight End Day, Todd's favorite motion, the George Kittle.
Well, I know you're upset, buddy, but I just want to wish you happy National Beer Day.
Oh, God. I'll celebrate that whenever the hell I want to. Let's get off of this game. Let's get quickly to this game. Tampa Bay showed up against the Saints when the Saints were showing off the rookie quarterback. It was an ugly game in the Bayou, 23-3. I didn't feel really good about this game because I was expecting the Buccaneers to kick the living shit out of them, and they really didn't. It only won by 20, but they could have won by 40 easily in this game. Buccaneers don't look that good at 6-2. Is that a stupid thing to say, or are the Saints a little bit better than we think?
They need their fucking receivers.
This was a bye week. They were preserving energy. They didn't want to get hurt. They just kept it very conservative. So they did what they were supposed to do.
They're kind of injured on the outsides, no?
Yeah, they are. Chris Godwin,
good ones out there too.
Yeah, they need
those guys back bad, man.
To me,
Baker can only carry him so far. They need the rest of the talent.
Again, Tampa Bay on offense is like the 49ers on defense. You got a couple key guys, but injuries are coming to get you. They don't have Bucky Irving. Mike Evans is probably done for the season. Don't know on the clavicle.
He's probably done as a Tampa Bay Buck.
He could be.
Chris Godwin is still coming back from those injuries. Tampa Bay, I still think, is a threat. I'm not going to let this game, a win against the Saints, say, no, I think, injuries, issues. Tampa's still a threat. Are they going to go deep with all these injuries? No. But Baker could get them a long way. And I think at the end of the day, they did what they were supposed to do. Go in, get a gritty win. The divisional games are never going to be pretty. Get out of there. They got out healthy. No one knew got injured for them. So they're like, okay, get out of here. Let's move on.
Thoughts, Matt? Randy?
No, my only thing is I just think, Tampa Bay needs the receivers and they need them bad. And they're probably only going to get one back if they get any back. So one's better than none. If you give Baker at least one elite weapon out there, I'm sure he can play some ball.
Well, he got one, that rookie in Jigba.
They're going to need a little bit more, man.
Yeah.
I mean, he's just still a rookie. NFL still can eat his ass up a little bit. So they need some good Godwin out there. So
is
Baker can? He's good. He's fucking good, but he can only take you so far. He needs his boys out there.
Is Baker the leading candidate for MVP?
Last couple of weeks, no.
He's
It's hard. Everybody talked about. To be honest.
How many games did Tampa? How many games did Tampa Bay win in those couple of weeks though?
I think they won 6-2.
All but one, except for the Detroit game.
Yeah,
thanks to Baker Mayfield.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, they won a team game this week, so that'll move us on to. We talked about Drake May earlier and his ascension. My deal on this team and my feeling about this team is, I think the Broncos are now where the Chargers should have been. With Justin Herbert and the Harbaugh connection, it just feels like the Broncos are ahead of them, even though they started a year later with Bo Nix and Sean Payton. Into year 2, the Broncos are 4-0 now at home. They're reestablishing that dominance and that, hey, don't come to our house type mentality. And that defense is really, really good. And now Bo Nix, 4 touchdowns, 19-29 against Cowboys defense. But the Cowboys defense didn't look all that particularly bad in this game, but they did get roughed up in the end. No, I'm serious. They didn't look all that bad. Even though the Broncos put up 44, there were some turnovers in there that led to some of those points. Dallas hung with them for a bit, but in the end, the Broncos established themselves and they did what, good teams do. And they're 6-2, fellas. Dallas is reeling at 3-4, but still alive in the NFC. But the Broncos are trying to stay up there, man. So, thoughts on the Broncos more than anything after Matt gives his Cowboy take.
First of all, my Cowboys defense are pathetic. They're horrible, and they again let. And I'm not saying anything against Bo Nix at all, but they made him look like Joe Montana. After that interception, I'm thinking, dang it, Todd was right, which I'm happy. What? After that interception, it was just touchdown. RJ Harvey killed us. J.K. Dobbins killed us. We was trash, man. We were trash. And then Dak Prescott picked the 1 week to not have a great game. And I get it. You're not perfect. You're going to have a bad game here and there, but my God, no touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Ugh, pathetic, man. Our team is trash. We're the middle of the pack. And once again, we're one of those teams where we don't know who they are. They're good at home, but on the road, horrible. And I know that atmosphere in Denver is very, very tough to breathe in. Trust me, I've been to Denver, and man, you don't want to go out there if you got asthma. So it's tough, and they're used to it. And Denver is establishing themselves as a really solid team and a team that knows how to take advantage of their home field. So give Denver credit, and our team sucks. And that's the bottom line, because I said so.
Yeah, I give Denver all the credit. I mean, that defense is fucking scary good. I mean, let's give credit where it's due. Like, the Cowboys had one of the hottest offense, the last few weeks, man. They got one of the hottest offenses in the NFL, scoring points. Dak, they're talking MVP for Dak and shit. Like, he's in the talk. And Denver said, hey, fuck you. This is how we do it. And they shut him down.
Yeah.
And he you know what? He might not be Joe Montana, but he might be Bo Montana. Bo Nix is a motherfucker, baby.
Yeah, he's good.
I think the
talk that talk.
I think the simplistic way to say it is Denver is the more complete team than Dallas.
Mm-hmm.
That's
100%.
They might be the most complete team in the AFC West.
Ooh, I think there's a conversation. I would say if we had to re-rank how the AFC West would go down right now, if we're looking at complete teams, I would say Denver 1, Chiefs 2, Chargers 3, Raiders dead last.
Yeah.
If I had to re-rank them at this moment.
I think the Raiders are in 5th place in a 4-team division.
They exist? They exist still?
Somehow, some way.
I'm going to say this. Moving forward, if the Cowboys are playing a team that has a solid quarterback, they're going to lose.
What? Fair.
Just period.
Again, that goes to the idea of they're not a complete team.
Yeah.
All right, so now that moves us on to a team that Randy is fully behind, as you see under his name. The Colts, man.
This is our Colts.
They improved.
This is our team. We be blue. Oh, my bad. Sorry.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay. The Colts go to 7-1, 5-0 at home. Again, there's some whispers now that Daniel Jones is getting into that discussion for possible MVP, 21 of 29, 272, 3 touchdowns, no picks, but he's definitely the front runner for comeback player of the year. Yeah. But he has a little help from his friends. Jonathan Taylor, 2 more touchdowns, 153 yards on 12 carries, folks. The Colts offensive line is good. If they maintain this, guys, are we thinking Super Bowl possibly? Being like possible Super Bowl contenders?
I fucking look at them. I think they're Super Bowl contenders now.
I think
Colts are fucking for real, baby.
Would I love for them to be in the Super Bowl and with this type of scenario? Sure. If they were to get to an AFC title game against the Chiefs or against the Bills, are they gonna? Is the guy that hasn't been there before? It's almost like, baseball terms. The Dodgers against Milwaukee. The Dodgers been there, done that. Milwaukee's kind of that. We look good in the regular season, then fall apart. Is that who the Colts are? Are the Colts going to take advantage?
Good point.
We are 7-1. We are better, whatever their final record is, and basically take that as armor and beat the hell out of everybody else. What kind of Colts are we going to get? What I like about the Colts right now, and I know a lot of videos are popping up in interviews, their owner, Jim Irsay, passed away, right?
Yeah.
Daughters took over the team. And what do we see week in and week out? She is on the sideline with
Holy fuck.
Taking notes. And she basically told the media, not told the media off, but she told the media, why wouldn't I want to do this? I want to know every single inner thing. If someone's saying bullshit in the headphone, I should know about it because they shouldn't be here. So I think she's putting everybody on notice, and they're like, we got to step up the fuck our game. And they're stepping up. And it's funny how a team can play and an organization can run when there's fucking accountability.
When the owner actually gives a shit about winning.
That's it.
And for that, fucking go Colts. I'll pick them to win the AFC.
Yeah, baby. This is our Colts.
Like Jonathan Taylor's a beast. Michael Pittman Jr.'s a beast. Daniel Jones. The wounds in New York with the Giants are getting rougher and rougher by the minute. Even though Jackson Dart is good, but they're rough wounds right now.
Oh, yeah.
Matt?
I'm going to say this straight up. Are the Colts the playoff teams? Absolutely. Are they a Super Bowl contender? The way they're playing right now, you got to give it to them. And I will give Jonathan Taylor the MVP. If it wasn't for Jonathan Taylor, the Colts would not be winning as many games as they would be. Daniel Jones is definitely the comeback player of the year. I would even give Michael Pittman the comeback player of the year. He's been having a great season. But Jonathan Taylor, JT, that boy, he's a bad man. Oh, he's a bad man.
Mario, she's thick. She's a little thick.
I will say this about the Colts. My personal opinion, I think they are absolutely a playoff team. They should win that division. But my thing with them is the H word.
Don't be disrespectful.
No. If they could stay healthy, and not have any severe injuries on any side of the ball, which is hard to do, but if they can withstand all that, I think they can go toe to toe with any team in the AFC.
I hope they not retool, but I hope they add at the deadline.
Yeah, I hope so too.
If they could add something, that could be special.
What do they need? Maybe a tight end?
They got the rookie.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah, they all around they got really good.
They have 3 to 4 sacks per game on the defensive line.
Yeah, they're a really good team.
Their secondary is pretty good. Charvarius Ward's out with the concussion, so one of their big veterans are out. Honestly, I would just continue to grow depth on that roster. In the playoffs, next man up mentality if something strange happens.
100%.
Just beef up.
Just load up on weapons.
Load up.
Let me ask y'all a question straight up. If the Chiefs and the Colts met in the playoffs right now as we're out there playing, who do you think will win?
Colts kick their fucking ass.
Chiefs.
If it's in Kansas City,
I think the Chiefs would still probably give them a run for their money.
Yeah, it would be. I think it would be a close. I think it would definitely be a close game if it was in Indy. Give me the edge.
Colts win 27-24.
And if it was in Kansas City, Chiefs win 24-12.
There you go.
I love that, baby. In shambles. Come on. This is
Here we go. Well,
sorry.
Oh God.
Oh God, here we go.
Let's move to a game that grinds my gears.
This team this disappointed me.
This was the game of Rodgers versus his old team in Green Bay and his old protege and whatnot. Yeah, this is what upset me, guys. And this is a personal gripe of mine.
What grinds your gears, Todd?
If the Packers are playing the Cardinals and they want to wear their Acme jerseys or they're all white, fine, so be it. But if the Packers are playing the Bears, another traditional original team, you wear your absolute going to war jerseys, no new rivalry jerseys, none of that bullshit. Once again, the Packers wear their dumbass all white, and then with no yellow helmet, no yellow pants, and then the Steelers wear those dumbass bumblebee. Again, if you're playing another like all-time team, you should be wearing your all-time jerseys. Like what the fuck are we doing? I can't stand when the NFL we're getting to be like the NBA. I have no respect for the NBA. The NBA, each team has like 50 jerseys. It's stupid. And I think it's
why are you the fashion police, Todd?
Because I am. I'm a traditionalist. I like my football. Like it'd be like if Notre Dame, like when Notre Dame puts the stupid Irish on their helmet. No, it's gold. They're supposed to be burgundy and or navy blue and gold. That's it.
You sound like a hater, Todd.
I am a hater.
A hater. Hard R.
This is where capitalism takes a hit.
Yes, this is the one and only time that likely Aaron Rodgers is going to face the Packers, unless he magically comes back again next year, and even then they won't face each other.
They want him back.
Yeah, and the Steelers are wearing a dumbass jersey. It makes no sense. It
only makes sense if Pittsburgh Stadium was still Heinz Field.
Oh, sure, people hate on the NBA.
Would have had the patch on there. Man,
I'm 6'3", dude.
Yeah, I don't know how tall Cow is.
My God.
I think Todd's the tallest one in this group. How tall is Matty? You're like what, 5'10", 5'11"?
5'10".
Yeah, you're taller than me. Dom's what, 5'9", 5'10"? Yeah, I'm the shortest one in the group here, baby. I'm 5'8.5".
Yes, but real quick on this one, guys, after Mike grinds my gears, the Packers were actually losing this game, and the Steelers gave it away, couldn't get nothing.
Weren't they down by two scores at one point?
Yeah, they were down 10, and they came back and rallied for 21 in the fourth quarter.
Packers.
No,
I picked the Steelers to win too.
Yeah, I would say Packers again, like the Dallas-Denver game. Packers are more a complete team at this moment. Pittsburgh, we talk about it all the time. That defense is so great. That defense, Super Bowl caliber. That defense is fraudulent behavior. TJ Watt got the bag. He ain't the same. They're getting older. They're getting slower.
You get a fraud alert on your phone, it's the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yes. I think Aaron Rodgers has done enough offensively to keep Pittsburgh in a lot of games. Right? I think he has the ability right now, not just to throw to DK Metcalf. Their running game isn't bad with Jalen Warren and Kenneth Gainwell. They have their 3 tight ends that they'll pepper here and there. They'll kind of go everywhere. So Aaron Rodgers is getting by. That defense is fraudulent behavior. They need to breathe new blood into that defense next offseason, or else it's going to be the same old Pittsburgh Steelers. The only why the Steelers are thriving is because that division is trash right now. And if Lamar is coming back this week against Miami, who, as Randy has put it, is in shambles. Yes, indeed, shambles. This division, because Pittsburgh fucked around against Cincinnati, fucked around against the Packers, it is now winnable to anybody but the freaking Cleveland Browns. I'm sorry, I'm looking at the standings right now. You have Pittsburgh at the top at 4-3, Cincinnati 3-5, Baltimore 2-5. Baltimore's going to go 3-5. They're going to beat Miami.
What are the Browns?
Do we care? I don't know. Let me look.
I'm just back with the division.
No, 2-6. 2-6.
Oh, They still have a chance. They're not officially eliminated.
But here's the next 5 matchups for Pittsburgh. Colts this week.
Ooh, loss.
At the Chargers on Sunday night.
Ooh.
I'm gonna say
that
loss.
could be one of those. Which one of those teams is gonna show up?
Yeah.
Then they go back home to play Cincinnati, which would be a revenge game.
That'd probably be a close game.
Then they go to the Bears, who again, it's a toss-up. And then they finish the month of November at home against Buffalo before going to Baltimore.
Oh,
this division is we all agreed this division could have been wrapped up by this week or next week. And they guess what? See this chart? If you fuck around, you're gonna find out. Pittsburgh's in that realm right now. And to me, personally, if Pittsburgh fails to go to the playoffs, this is unpopular opinion, it's time for Mike Tomlin to go. Change the scenery. Just a change of scenery. I'm not saying he's bad. I think his course has run in Pittsburgh.
I can see that. I was a little disappointed in Pittsburgh. I really thought they were going to come out and give Aaron Rodgers that win against his home team. They started off pretty good, and then the Packers just, I don't know, man. The defense, man, that Steelers defense is not the same no more, man. So maybe they do need to get rid of Tomlin. Who knows?
Here's my hot take on that before we move on. If Loafers gets fired in Miami and Tomlin's released in Pittsburgh, Tomlin goes south to Miami Beach. So that's my
don't say that.
That's my hot take, baby. All right, let's move on to a sleeper game. This was Kansas City and Washington Commies.
The game was horrible.
This game sucked. Lot of turnovers, very boring. I started doing anything else in the second half.
I watched baseball. Is that hard to say?
I couldn't stomach watching baseball, but I did do everything else. Like I even did the dishes. So I did the dishes. So I was not even involved in this game at all. All I know is that Steve Elise was telling me how boring the game was. She was suffering through it, and she really wanted Washington to somehow pull it out. But every time she would say, fucking Mariota, I knew something bad went on. So this game was boring. Chiefs go to 5-3. Commies are 3-5. Any thoughts before we move
saying
on?
that too?
I'm just going to say this. As long as Mariota is their quarterback, I don't think the Washington's going to win a game. They might win one, but if Mariota's the quarterback, it's going to be a long season.
How long is Jaden out?
He's week to week.
I think he's week to week.
I think he's probably going to be out this week on a short week.
He might be,
or at least, they are playing this week. So I would say he's probably out this week.
Oh fuck!
No, he's against us, so he'll be in. Watch.
Yeah,
he'll be in.
but no,
right.
Marcus Mariota won some games for them earlier in the season. I know he's not the best, but he made certain plays when he needed to, and he made some nice dime throws to Terry McLaurin. Oh my. Just looking at the comment section. Gotta get my train of thought back. Is it me, or can we have a conversation? This is no ill will towards this player, but he ran his mouth last year out of San Francisco. Can Deebo Samuel catch a ball? There it is. Yep. Can Deebo Samuel catch a ball?
No,
I don't. I don't
Coach Mateo.
Yeah, on that one. The Commanders' biggest problem is, I think, really their defense. That whole team is a sophomore slump.
Yeah.
And injuries don't help. McLaurin's been out most of the year. Daniels has been in and out. They kind of have a running game, which isn't bad. Deebo Samuel's been out. But when you have receivers not catching balls, it's not going to help.
Yeah.
And I hate to say it, with Rashid Rice being back. And I found it funny last night on Monday Night Football that it took Joe Buck over 90 seconds to read the entire rap sheet on Rashid Rice. And it cut into a play and a half of Chiefs. And this is a guy they thought was innocent. Let's not go there. Unfortunately, the Chiefs are somewhat to most likely back.
Yeah, they're back.
They are back.
I freaking hate their running back, though, Pacheco. He runs like a man on fire, and it annoys the fuck out of me. I'm sorry.
That boy nice, though.
They don't want no Colts.
God.
That boy knows.
God.
Real quick, Mateo, Unfiltered Sports Podcast does not represent your comment or back your comment.
At least not live on the air.
Exactly.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
I
By
do
the way,
agree.
Hey, we got women. We got women watching our.
They
We got
say
women watching our show, man.
and by the way, I didn't mention I cooked and I cleaned that night. So.
Oh,
Yeah,
Hey.
Riley Christmas watching. Stop doing all that bullshit.
you know, yeah.
That was for you there, Matty Matt.
I got a headache. Oh,
No,
go,
Mateo,
Randy.
we're giving you crap. We love you, buddy. We're just
Yeah.
making fun.
I know, Mateo. I know. I know you were joking. I know you're joking.
Now,
asshole.
now, Randy,
But the question is, Mateo, what do you barbecue? If men
Baby.
barbecue, what do you barbecue? Because we want to know. Because we could be hungry on the show.
yes, sir.
Ribs.
Now, before we jump
Let's
into
get
week
into these
9,
picks.
before we get into the week 9 picks, real quick, Randy, give us a real quick rundown of who's leading the pack on both the viewer side and the star side.
All right. Let's see here. Do we want to do the weekly or the overall or both?
Just do the overall.
Got it. Overall in the viewers, Coach Mateo, slim lead 83-36. Omar right behind him at 83-37. Matt in third at 77-43. Eric in fourth at 76-44. Matt in fifth, tied with him at 76-44. And Rob down there in the toilet bowl. But he's getting close to being out at 74-41. Overall in the host division, Todd holding on to that slim lead at 80-40. Dominick right behind him at 79-41. I'm right behind him at 70-50. And then Matt's right behind me. You might want to move there, man. 67-53. I don't like people behind me.
I'm catching up, man. I'm catching up.
I know.
Yes.
I was so stupid this past week.
Oh, man. Well, let's see if you can make up for it as we get
I will.
started
I'll
here.
defeat it.
I got the notes. We have everything from last week. It's going to be fun.
Well, let's
God,
do
this
it,
week
shall we?
was-
No more Island Boy for Randy.
I know.
Island Boy.
Island boy.
So we're going to go to the Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. First game on Thursday. Prime Video. Ravens 2-5, 0-2. Lamar Jackson set to be getting the start against Dolphins, who come off a win. They are 2-6. Both teams, this could be their season officially. Baltimore is a 7.5-point favorite. 51.5 is your total. And $68 is the lowest seat in the house. 73 degrees and clear skies. 20 seconds real quick for me, if you might. My producer.
Yes, sir.
Lamar Jackson should have been back, but I would feel even pretty good with Huntley out there. I think some kind of special team play and some Chris Henry helps out Lamar Jackson beat a really shambly-like team, like Randy likes to say. Give me the Ravens to win by a touchdown.
All right, Big Matty.
Yeah, I don't believe what the Dolphins did last week was a turning point. I think that was a fluke. They caught the Falcons slipping. So with that being said, I'm going with the Ravens as well. I don't care if they play Cooper Rush or Hundley. Give me the Ravens. I don't see Dolphins winning this one easily.
All right, Big Dumb.
This may be, so far this season, the worst matchup on Thursday Night Football.
Yep.
Yeah, I
You
think
might
it
be
may
right.
Regardless, if I'm voting for the Birds in the World Series with the Blue Jays, well, then I'm going to be voting for the Birds on Thursday night. Give me the Ravens over the Dolphins. Not even close with Lamar Jackson returning.
Okay, Randy.
Uh-oh, is he doing the eyebrow thing?
You doing it?
He
The
ain't
joke-
voting for
The
fake
Joker
Rolex.
smile?
This is so fake. Bluff City. Bluff City.
Give me the Ravens 24-12.
I knew it.
Bluff City, baby. Bluff City.
Hey, are you not entertained?
He
Always.
was trying to play us like a fiddle. All right, so that moves us on to the Sunday first morning game. 54 degrees and
go.
cloudy The Bears go back on the road. 4-3 go into Cincinnati. 3-5 are the Bengals. Tickets going as low as $123. The Bears are 2.5-point favorites. And they're asking for a lot of points in this one, 52.5. That's kind of weird. So give me that 20 seconds real quick. Man, I want to pick the Bears. I ain't going to lie, Mario. I want to. But after that road performance in Baltimore and the Bengals feeling that sting of a coulda, shoulda, woulda, I think they're gonna in this one. I agree with Tamir 20. I think the Bengals win by a field goal. This is a close-ass game.
I'm Matt.
Okay. This is going to be a good game. It's going to be a close game, battle of the orange. But Vegas must know something. And every time I vote against Vegas, I end up losing. So I'm not going to do it again this week. I honestly think the Bears going to turn around and beat the Bengals, and they want to win by a field goal.
All right.
Sweet.
Dominator.
I don't want to pick the Bears, and I'm not going to pick the Bears. Give me Cincinnati in this ball game. Joe Flacco has a connection right now with all the receivers. They're starting to infiltrate Chase Brown, the running back, into this offense. I think their defense is a little bit better. Bears are banged up a little bit. Give me the Bengals.
Randy.
Yeah, I'm with Dom on this one. I'm going to go with the Bengals, but I'm also with Todd in this one. It's going to be a field goal game. Give me the fucking Orange Kitties 30-27.
Looks like I'm an island boy. I'm an island boy. You got to get that clip, Randy. Island boy.
Yeah, I think we should have that for whoever is like on an island. Island boy. Just a quick one like that. All right, so that moves us on to the Fox 10 o'clock game. Tickets going as low. I mean, Detroit fans, man, gotta love them.
Oh, fuck.
$264. Detroit's an 8.5-point favorite against the Vikings. Real quick, I'll just say this, man. JJ McCarthy is going to take some lumps in this game. I like the Lions to stay undefeated at home. Cover, baby.
Yeah, I don't need no 30 seconds on this one. Give me the Lions to win this one, and an easy win.
Lions win. And I'm going to say their defense picks up not 1, not 2, but 7 stacks in this game.
God damn.
Yep.
Ooh.
Yeah, I like the Lions 35-20.
I like Teamer. He's like Lions by murder.
Yeah, I like when he says that.
What was it, Randy?
100%.
32 to what?
No, Lions 35-20.
35-20. Thank you, sir.
Dang. Give them 20.
Yeah, they're gonna. Yeah, in Lions sometimes the defense can give up a few points here and there.
Yeah, I can see it.
All right, so that moves us on to weather getting cold in Green Bay as the Packers host the Panthers. Panthers 4-4, 1-3 on the road. Packers 5-1-1, undefeated at home. Packers are a 12.5-point favorite. Tickets going as low as $200 in this game. 44 is your total points. I'll just say this, man. Whoever starts at quarterback, it doesn't matter for the Panthers. They may show up for a little bit, but I like Green Bay just to wax the floor. Another blowout. Give me the Pack.
Yeah, the records don't speak for themselves. I know the Panthers are 4-4, but they're a mediocre 4-4. Give me the Packers to win this one in a blowout.
Yep. Waste no time. Cheese heads win. Cheese heads win. Give me the Packers.
Ready?
Nah, give me the Packers. 24.
All right, good.
24-13.
It feels like Randy was lining up for going for
Right.
2. For no
I love
reason,
when
and he's
Randy does that,
he's
man.
"No, let
It's
me
so
just kick the
intense.
extra point." That'll move us on to another. Look, in this week 9, there's a potential for a lot of blowouts, and here's another one. In Tennessee, touchdown Titans. Titans 1-7, 0-3. Cam Ward sucks. I'm sorry.
You're mean.
Hosting the Chargers. Chargers 9.5-point favorites on the road. Tickets going as low as $20. So I'm just gonna say this is a get right game for the Chargers, even though they won this week. It's a get right game.
Yeah, the three easy wins picks in a row. Give me the Chargers from this one, even though I don't like picking the Chargers. I got to give it to them.
Best thing for the Chargers in this game is to just get out of it healthy. Play easy, play smart, play dynamic. And the Chargers have most of their offensive weapons. They'll take them down. No problem. Give them the Chargers.
Yeah, this is easy. Give me the Chargers, 30-12.
There you go. All right, this next game is Atlanta, the Jekyll and Hyde team of the league, 3-4, going into New England to take on the Patriots. Will Penix be ready? Will it be another quarterback? We don't know. $181 is the lowest ticket in New England, Foxborough. 54 degrees and partly cloudy. New England is a 6.5-point favorite. Real quick, I don't need 20 seconds. I'm going with the Patriots. Just my only question is, will the Patriots assert their dominance, or will they get out of there with a cheap win? That's if they're really here, they've got to blow out the Falcons.
I don't know. The Falcons could make this interesting. I'm not going to say they're going to win. I'm picking the Patriots, but the Falcons definitely could make this interesting. But give me the Patriots. I think it's going to be closer than you think.
Yeah, no, I don't think it's going to be close. Give me New England in a big one.
You know what, Dom?
I'm hateful. I'm hateful on the Vikings. I'm hateful on the Bears. I'm hateful on the Falcons. There's a lot of hateful right now.
Let's see what Randy got to say about this.
Here
we go.
He needs his clock.
So the Falcons didn't show up this week.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe they'll show up, or last week. So maybe they'll show up this week.
Mm-hmm.
But I ain't chancing it. Give me the Patriots 28-9.
28-9.
28-9. Fuck Atlanta, man.
I was about to go. He's an I.
I thought you were going to go to Island Boy.
Yeah. All right, so that moves us on to Dominique's team, the Niners, 5-3, 3-2 on the road.
I'm kind of curious to see how this goes across the board.
Yeah, let's see. They go into New York to take on the Giants. Giants 2-6, but injuries have come. $230 is the lowest ticket. It's going to be a Niner home game. 57 degrees, a little bit balmy, a little cloudy. And the point spread is the Niners by just 2.5. The rumor has it that Mac Jones will be starting once again. So Giants, Niners. Give me that 20 seconds because I need it in this one. Giants, if they can ball control, if they can hit those receivers, if Dart has a good game, if the defense plays good, they'll still lose. I still like the Niners in this one, banged up as they are. They are getting a tad bit healthy. Mac Jones will play much better in this one. Trust me.
All right, Matty.
You know, I'm looking at ESPN right now, and the matchup predictor says 56.2% chance New York Giants, even though the Niners are a 2.5 favorite. I don't believe in predictions. Give me the Niners to win this one. Probably a close one.
All right, Dom.
Yep. Kyle Shanahan called out the team and said they got their ass beat against Houston. It's that one loss in October that always fails us. And looking at what the Giants did last week against the Eagles, giving up 2 100-plus yard running backs, they got to feed Christian McCaffrey the ball. The only thing I worry about in this game is that damn MetLife Stadium turf. Please, Lord football gods, do not take another one of our Niner players or the Giants player. Please let us all come out of this one healthy. You know how I go. Give me the Niners.
Yep. Randy.
He's going Giants. He's going Giants. I feel it.
Well, they are 2-1 at home, fellas. Give me the Giants 24-21, baby. I'm an island boy.
He's an island boy.
I saw it coming. I felt it in my bones.
You better
he had that long
They're 2-1
stare.
at home, dude. They're 2-1 at home.
You better cue
I'll
that
give you
up.
that.
You gotta cue up the Island Boy for next week. We gotta have that here on the videos.
You got it.
Whether you gotta sing it or actually have it. All right.
Huh?
I think we should sing it because we don't want to get copyright by the skinny
copyright.
kids.
Absolutely.
Okay, I got an idea. How about you guys all sing it? Send it to me in the chat, and I'll mix it into a song.
Oh, you got it.
Ooh,
right.
you got it.
You got it.
You're an island boy.
All right, so that moves us on to a potential good one. Finally, get a good matchup. And this, again, potential. The Colts 7-1, 2-1 on the road. $127 is the lowest ticket in Pittsburgh, as the Steelers 4-3 try to hold on to first place. The Colts are 3.5-point favorites. It's going to be cloudy and cold up in Pittsburgh. So, with that being said, give me the 20 seconds on this one.
Yes, sir.
I think Aaron Rodgers in that offense moves the ball against a tough Colts defense. And I think the Colts with Daniel Jones sputter a little bit in the first half, but get it going with that run game with Taylor. And I think the Colts, although for some reason I want to pick the Steelers, but I think the Colts should win by a touchdown.
All right, Matt. You need 20?
Not really. I got the Colts to win this one. It's not going to be close. I don't think so.
Ooh. All right.
You need 20, Dom?
No, I'll be quick on this one. Give me the Colts. They say run, Forrest, run. Give me run, JT, run. Another multi-touchdown performance by Taylor again.
You got dang right. You got dang right.
Yep.
Yeah. I don't need 20. Give me my Colts 28-19.
It is his Colts. It is his team, and he believes in
It's his
Colts. Baby. Let's go. I got to root for somebody this year.
Now let me ask you a quick question. Quick throwback, Randy. If the Colts were still in the AFC East, would you be rooting for him this hard?
No.
There you go. That's a true fan right there. That's a true fan. All right, so now let's move on to the Broncos and Texans. This could be a sneaky good one.
Ooh,
Texans are trying to play a little bit better. Their lowest ticket is $90. Houston and Vegas, as Matt likes to say, is picking the Texans, 1.5 point favorite, and 39.5. So they're expecting the Texans to squeak one out in a low-scoring game. Guys, let's see if we agree or disagree with Vegas. Give me that 20 seconds. I do think the Texans will play much, much better, even better than they did against the Niners, which they had to beat the Niners, but I don't think that's enough to beat Bo Nix. Bo Nix and that team is just going to make a few more plays than the Texans will. I like the Texans to take over that stadium with their orange fans and get that done.
Did you pick the Texans?
No, I went with the Broncos.
Oh. All right, Matty.
Man, this is a close one because I want to go with Vegas. I said I'm going to pick everything Vegas said. And I can see Texans winning this game.
Oh, no.
Dang, I want to pick the Texans. All right. Nah, I'm going to go with the Broncos in this one. Give me the Broncos in a close one. Dang, I can pick Texans.
I don't need the timer. I am hateful. I am spiteful. Like Texas University, they say horns down. For the Texans, horns fucking down. Give me the Broncos.
Horns fucking
I am
down.
freaking bitter still on the Texans. Bitter.
You know, I'm right there with you, Dom. It's horns fucking down. And give me the Broncos 30-17.
Boy, a lot of unified.
Like this is what I gotta say. They shut down one of the hottest offenses in the Dallas Cowboys. The Texans don't stand a fucking chance.
I respect that.
Go. I like that. And now, the Who Gives a Fuck Game of the Week.
Let's hear it.
Dun, dun, dun.
Hold on. The producer's behind. Oh, my bad. That's my.
Let me again. The Raiders and Jaguars.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Spoiler alert there by Matty.
The Jaggies?
Raiders at home against the Jaguars, the WNBA star at quarterback who is
God,
inconsistent than a woman's period. The Jaguars or at Vegas tickets going as low as $87 for some reason. Jaguars are 3.5 point favorites in this one. I'm just going to say it straight up. Give me the Raiders, baby. My upset pick of the week.
What?
I got the Raiders.
Yeah. Cue
I
the island boy for that.
I literally started writing Jaguars under Todd. And he goes,
are you serious? You're doing Randy this week.
Are we serious?
Hey, I don't need 20 seconds. Give me the Jags.
Pete Carroll, baby.
Oh,
Compete,
God.
Pete.
Give me the Jags. Dom, give me the Jags.
I thought I was going to be an island boy. Pete Carroll on a bye week. I think Geno Smith figures it out. Yeah, bullshit on that. Give me the fucking Jags. What the hell is this? Get out of here, silver and black my ass.
Well, we gotta see if Randy. Let's see if Randy is going to be on the.
Yeah.
No,
Come on, Randy.
can we get an
Come on.
island
Randy.
boy?
Don't leave me on
Randy.
an island. Don't leave me on an island.
What do you think? I'm fucking stupid. Jaguars 24-12.
Because I'm an island boy.
You're an island
boy.
Thus far,
You are an
You
island
ain't gonna
boy.
make it.
so far, Todd's an island boy. Matty's been an island boy. Randy's been an island boy. I have not been an island boy yet.
Not
You
yet.
don't like the water, man.
I don't know the water, man. Let's go, man.
Gotta pop that island chair.
Like the water, man.
Now
Oh,
here comes the
man.
bye week game of the week.
Oh, God.
It's the Rams at SoFi hosting the
God.
Saints 1-7. That's not going to
I
help
mean, can
me.
we all?
This is not going to help me or Dominic at all. Tickets.
I mean,
going
can
as
we all
low-
pick the? Can we all pick the Rams on 3?
I'm just going to say. Let me just finish the stats.
Oh, okay.
Weather will not be a problem. Tickets going as low as $50 because who cares? And the Rams are 14.5-point favorites. So raise your hand if you're going for the Rams.
All in favor? Aye.
No.
There you go. There you go. Clean
God
sweep,
damn,
baby.
man.
And that score is 27-17.
44-9.
Fuck.
I'm thinking somewhere along the lines of like 33-2.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Yeah, at the end of the game, the punter runs out of the end zone. Now here's a game that's kind of throwing me off a little bit here. One of the last CBS games of the week. Chiefs are 5-3. To Dom's point, if the Chiefs win this game, they are officially back. It's in Buffalo. Buffalo's 5-2. Tickets going as low as $287. 44 degrees and cloudy with a chance of precipitation. And the Chiefs are 1.5 favorites.
Ooh, this one's hard.
It's
Interesting.
going to be a good one.
Let's get that 20 seconds.
Yep.
Oh, this is the game of the week.
I have to drink a little haterade on this one. My girlish instinct is telling me to pick the Chiefs because of Taylor Swift. But I think the Bills will save face at home. I think they will win, but it will be uncomfortably close.
All right, Matty.
You guys all know that Patrick Mahomes is my homeboy. So I got to show love to the Chiefs. Although I will say this. The Bills is going to make it very interesting. This is going to be a very close, tight game. You know, I say Chiefs win by a whistle.
Yeah, that's probably what they'll need.
Yeah, they will.
This is incredibly tough for me because I could see this game going in both directions.
Yep.
Buffalo coming off of a strong win. They've only lost 2. They're the home team in this game. Kansas City's getting hot at the right time. Mahomes and the Rashid Rice connection. Travis Kelce's played really well. That defense isn't too bad. Strictly on gamesmanship and chess, I'm going to take the Bills in this game because Todd did. And he took the Raiders instead of the Jags. So I'm going to play it safe and not go too far on this one.
Am I an island boy?
This one could have playoff implications. I'm just going to say this is for home field advantage deep in the playoffs.
Yep.
Am I an island boy? Randy?
Are getting hot. But this is a home game for Buffalo where they play really well. No, you're not an island boy. Give me the Chiefs 27-24.
All right.
I like that. Now moving on to the Peacock game of the week. It's my Seattle Seahawks 5-2, 3-0. We're gonna have to try to keep pace with the Rams and the Niners because likely they'll both have wins by the time we play. The Commanders, the Washington Commies, are 3-6, or no, 3-5. We're trying to make them 3-6. Tickets going as low as $65. Seattle is a 2.5-point favorite. The league's leading receiver leads the march into Washington, 47 degrees. Let me get that 20 seconds. Look, I don't care if Mark Rippon, Joe Theismann's quarterbacking, Jaden Daniels, Tule Isosopo. Yeah, it doesn't matter to me. I'm going to go big time biased on this one. I like the Seahawks to recoup because that offense is good. They played lackluster against Houston. I think they turn it up a notch against Wagner and the boys.
Oh, come on, Todd. Have some balls. Put that first place on the line and pick the freaking Commanders.
Go Hawks, go, baby.
All right, Matty.
Really? You picked the Seahawks? I'm shocked. No,
Right.
but real talk though, this might be a closer game, but I'm definitely going to go with Seattle on this one. They just came back from a bye week. They're well rested. Yeah, give me the Seahawks in this one.
I think this one could potentially be a trap game for Seattle because you're going on the road. Is Jaden Daniels going to play? The defense has been inconsistent. You're coming off the bye week. Is it too relaxing? Maybe, but I don't think that's going to be the case. Jackson Smith and Jigba, Sam Darnold, primetime lights. They're going to put a name for themselves. Unfortunately, Seahawks.
Say it again. I didn't hear you the first time, Dominic.
Give me the Seahawks.
No.
Wait, is Sam Darnold good on primetime?
We're going to find out.
Cousins.
We're going to find out.
Randy, who you got? Don't do it. Don't do it.
Kami. Commando.
Give me the Hawks, 27-13.
Yes.
There you go.
I will
Sweet.
say this would have been a wonderful matchup if this was the Seattle team this year versus the Commanders last year.
Oh, yeah.
That would have been a great matchup.
Yeah.
So this Washington team is completely different. I think we can all agree about that.
This next one's the what the fuck game of the week.
First of all, you watch your mouth, man, and stop being so disrespectful. You hear me?
Hey, you know what? That's why Randy is producer to the stars, because I was thinking the same thing. We got 2 who gives a fuck games of the week.
Ooh, I fucking love it.
And that's going to be Monday Night Football. The
Matty's
Cardinals.
literally over there like,
You goddamn motherfuckers.
The disrespect, you guys. Y'all my boys.
Listen, man.
They're your boys, they ain't our boys.
You know,
Exactly.
Yeah.
We don't know if it's going to be Brissett or going to be the midget, but either way, I don't think 90% of the football audience around the world even knew the Cardinals either played a game or were off last week. That's how irrelevant they are. Cardinals are 2-5 on a 5-game losing streak. Head into Big D. They want that Big D in Dallas. Dallas is 3-4-1. Tickets.
don't read it.
Going as low as $17.
Otani night.
Do you
Why
know
you got to read the price tag?
a burger combo at Dallas Stadium costs more than the ticket to enter?
So disrespectful. I don't know if you disrespected my team or Cardinals.
Both. I'm sorry, but I got to say, man, when tickets are that low, come on. And it's not like you guys are 0-7 either. You guys have 3 wins, but still. Dallas is 2.5-point favorites. 54.5 is the total points.
Stop.
And again, at this moment of recording, we don't know if the midget will be playing or will be Jacoby Brissett. So give me that 20 seconds because I'll use it for this one. If the World Series could delay a couple days and play on Monday night, it would make better ratings. If there's a hockey game you want to watch, I would watch that. NBA sucks, but hey, watch some 3-pointers and no defense. This game's gonna be boring. And to Matt's, see, I'm not against y'all totally. Give me the Cowboys. Midget or no midget?
What's the score?
Give me the Cowboys 34, the midgets 24.
God dang.
All right.
All right, Matty.
All right. You guys are so goddamn disrespectful. All three of you guys can kick rocks and suck an egg. First of all, you guys, of course, I got the Cowboys winning. I think this is a get-right game, and I think the Arizona lose 6 games in a row, and the Cowboys will win 38-26.
Real quick, before you go on, Dom.
Yeah.
I gotta mention this. We've talked about coaches being on the hot seat, maybe a chance to be fired, stuff like that. Why haven't they talked about the Cardinals coach? Oh yeah, that's right. They don't matter. Doesn't matter who coaches in Arizona. On to you, Dominique.
Mike Tomlin, Arizona.
Oh no! Don't.
I know that is our divisional fucking nightmare.
No,
that'd be a nightmare.
That's
a nightmare.
I have to agree. That is the worst case scenario.
Yeah. This game, I think, honestly, maybe I might be contrarian. This Monday Night Football game, I'm not saying it's gonna be the best game of the week, but it might be somewhat sneaky entertainment because of Dallas's.
Thank you, Dom.
I'm gonna pick. Yeah, I think the Recards will get dick down in Dallas to the Big D.
You guys are all disrespectful to Arizona
I'm being
Cardinals.
respectful. Give me the Cowboys 34-21.
Randy, let's show them how classy we are. Let's give them some class as you pick this one. Go ahead, Randy.
You fucking waltz in here and you think you know everything, don't you? You goddamn motherfuckers.
You don't know shit. Give me the Cardinals.
He's an island boy.
Wait, what was this?
He's trying to make it.
What was the score again?
30-25.
Wow.
And that's with or without Jacoby Brissett.
It don't matter. The Cowboys suck.
Defensively, yes.
Oh my
Defensively.
gracious.
That's why the Cardinals have scored 30.
I'm telling you, they're gonna make Jacoby Brissett an all-star.
They say Kyler Murray practiced, so he's inching closer.
We had 2 Island Boy games on the Who Gives a Fuck game of the week. That's
no shit.
That's interesting.
I'm not an Island Boy this week.
Yeah.
How did that happen? My goodness.
I have no idea. We did a lot of agreeing. And there, like I said earlier, there's a potential for a lot of blowouts. Like this week, a lot of people were a little disappointed that there was a lot of blowouts in week 8. So there could be a repeat in week 9. So we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. So any final thoughts as we approach a long show at 1:45? That's without highlights. But yay or nay on these logos? You want to stick with that, or should I try to attempt again at some highlights?
Works for me.
I like the logos. I'm coming.
Okay, we'll just do that then. Less work for me. So final thoughts, everybody, on the week 8 as we wrapped it up and gave our predictions for week 9.
I'm catching up to you guys. My final thought.
I swear to God, MetLife Stadium, don't fuck it up. Don't fuck it up. I don't care. Don't fuck it up.
Go ahead, Todd. I'm the producer. I only know one way.
We are all Island Boys, except for me.
Catch us next Tuesday, as we'll have a repeat of this show, a recap of week 9 and pick'ems for week 10. Good luck in your fantasy football and go Hawks.
I'm not going to say anything crazy because it's for you.